does your child's backpack go from an empty shell to looking like an explosion of supplies and paper and junk and broken pencils?
Yeah, you just shake it out at the end of the school year, see what falls out. There's some great ways to keep your kids' backpack organized through the school year. It's very stressful. Danielle is here this week in this Orlando Mom segment. Good morning, Danielle.
Hey, guys. Good morning to you. So here now to show us how is professional organizer and owner of Spark Organizing, Susanna Kay. Hey, Susanna.
Hi.
It is so good to see you. And Ryan kind of hit the nail on the head when we talk about this explosion of stuff that ends up in a backpack.
Yes, it's amazing. By 2 weeks in, the kids' backpacks are overflowing and dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Well, the Spine Health, they say the Orthopedics Association say that it should be no more than 10 to 20% of your child's body weight.
Whoa.
Which means a 100-pound child that's 10 pounds. And we know that's not happening.
Well, what we want to do is we want to show folks out there how to keep these backpacks organized for our kids. And so to help us out with all of this, I brought my kid. This is my middle schooler. His name is Cheyenne. And he was like, okay, this is my last week of school, Mommy. I got to get up at what time? My last week of vacation before school. But he came in to do this for us. And so with him, because he is a middle schooler, right?
Yes.
They don't carry, I don't think, as many books. Do you, Cheyenne? Do you carry still? You still carry? Oh, you do still carry a lot of books.
This year, put like stuff in binders.
You have to put stuff in binders. So with all that stuff, how does he keep it organized?
Oh, it's great. Well, first, we're going to talk about the backpack that Cheyenne is wearing. Would you mind spinning around for me, Cheyenne? Because he is wearing the right size backpack. You'll notice it stops about the lower back. This is important because any lower and it's putting unnecessary strain up here, and he's got nice wide shoulders.
Okay, so that's important, choosing the right back. So are you choosing then substance over style? Because a lot of times when our kids go, and you know this, to choose their backpacks, they want the cool looking one that may not necessarily be the best one for their backs, right?
So shop around. Also, make it your own.
Yeah.
Give them some fabric markers. Give them some various things that they can put patches on and make it their own, but make it safe. Put it on wheels if we need to.
Put it on, that's a good one too. Yeah, put it on wheels. So now that we've got our backpack picked out, and as Cheyenne said, he does carry a lot of binders in his backpack. How do we organize it so that we don't have that explosion, 3, 4, 5 weeks in?
First off, make sure things don't get lost in it.
Okay.
So you want to go for the clear bags. That way they can see exactly what's in it, and it's going to keep it contained so it's not floating on the bottom. Also, any of that quick grab stuff, that can get lost in a backpack and take up so much space. Give your middle schooler or high schooler an emergency grab kit. So that way they have all the things that they might especially need during the day.
And you would put in there.
Deodorant and a comb and a nail file if they're a girl, some mints. These are going to end up in the bag.
Can I just say, if they were boys, the mints too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just throw it out there.
It is so true.
So this is great because these are all things that they will need Band-Aids in case they get a cut or something like that. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. So keep it contained.
This I love.
Yes. So the newest thing to do, instead of putting everything into one of those massive binders and carrying the full binder around with you, go ahead and create one of these types of binders and just put the notes for that day in it. And then bring this home and put it into that large binder because you do not need your notes for every class from the whole year with you the whole time.
Right. Now, this is really important because sometimes my son will have 2, 3, or 4 of these. Right, Cheyenne?
I'm sure you have one for every subject, probably color-coded.
Yeah.
You do not need to carry the whole thing every day. These are great. A lot of times we're not going to put those 3-ring papers right into the rings. Find the dividers that have folders. And the great thing is these can also pop right out, and these could live in the backpack instead. Just loose. So there's one for each subject. It's got the folder, and it's ready to pop into your binder when you get home, and then just keep refreshing. But it's a clean out.
That's the thing. It is that clean out. And so just to sum it up for our parents at home, to make sure that our kids stay organized, it sounds to me like you're saying the 2 things we should do: pick the right backpack.
Oh, yes.
And then also make sure that we're strategically putting the things we need in it.
Yes, and go through this with them at the end of the day.
That's a good idea,
if they're getting
too.
used to these new habits, it helps to do a backpack check at the end of the day. And depending on their age, this might last a while. It might be the whole school year, but if they're a high schooler, a week will probably do, and then spot check it.
Yeah.
Just help them out.
Okay, well, I'm willing to do that. And Cheyenne, I got to tell you, thanks so much for helping Mommy out today. I appreciate you.
You are awesome, Cheyenne.
Yeah,
Thank
I love
you.
my little boy. Thank you, Cheyenne. Yay! He's a teenager. Oh, that's a smile. Whoa.
We got it.
All right. Amy and Ryan, back to you.